Entertainment at its best presents to you the podcast known as Unscripted, hosted by Austin Collins.
What is up, guys? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with my first ever episode of the radio show you all know, known as Unscripted. WWE Unscripted, that is, hosted by Austin Collins. Now, I am here for the first ever episode of this radio show, and this is going to be all WWE affiliated promotions, anything to do with its history, its beginnings, all the way to the future and now, because as Triple H says, the future is now. So we talk about that, we talk about history, current. We basically sum up WWE's main purpose, and that is for WWE to be then, now, and forever, and this radio show just makes this then, now, and forever even more. And we're going to talk about how great the WWE is. So let's get started. Elimination Chamber was this past Sunday. We saw on Smackdown followed after that with some interesting happenings, and we're going to get down straight to it. So thank you everyone for listening. Elimination Chamber, we saw Baron Corbin bring the darkness. We saw him bring the thunder, just like his awesome theme song says when he comes out. Well, the thing is he didn't do it by himself, because this was a no disqualification match against Braun Strowman. And Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre came out to help Baron Corbin defeat Braun Strowman in a no-holds-barred match, because they triple powerbombed him through 2 tables stacked off the top of the bottom half of both stairs. And with that said, we're going to talk about something that I think's happening for Wrestlmania, and we're going to talk about that a little later. But get to Elimination Chamber, and that is Murphy lays down the law. Buddy Murphy laid down the law for Akira Tozawa in the Cruiserweight Championship match, and he laid down Murphy's law straight to the mat. 1, 2, 3, and still your champion. Just amazing match. Really proud of those Cruiserweights. Both men gave it their all. Murphy ended up on top. I predicted he would, and it was amazing. History was made. Oh my gosh. I get goosebumps just talking about it now. And I'm talking about the first ever women's tag team elimination chamber for the first ever WWE women's tag team championships. And this has been coming for a long time now. There's been talented teams for years on Smackdown, so this has been coming. And the match, of course, had multiple teams, but the winner, well, let's just say it came down to Boss and Hug Connection and Fire and Desire, and guess what? The Boss and Hug Connection. I am so happy. Give them a round of applause right now, because their performance was tremendous. These 2 women are by far my 2 favorite women athletes of all time. I have loved I've loved both of them from the start. I've loved their careers. I've watched these 2 women for years grow into amazing athletes. Athletes when I started watching them. They just get better and better every time they're in the ring. Just congratulations. on history being made. Nobody can take that away. Sasha, Bailey, please enjoy the moment. And I really, I'm thrilled for it. I'm thrilled. It's going to be amazing. We saw Daniel Bryan in a chamber match. Well, he stayed on top once again. But I will give it to Kofi Kingston. Because Kofi got me. Kofi made me believe. Kofi made me believe. I've always believed in Kofi. I've believed in every single member of the roster. Raw, Smackdown, NXT, NXT UK, 205 Live. I don't care. Legend. I've always... of course, if you're signed to the WWE, you're a living legend anyways, in my opinion. But, you know what I mean. Like Warrior, Rock. People like that, legends. But, Kofi Kingston showed everybody that didn't believe, well, he made them believe. It was an amazing performance. I was hoping AJ would win. I knew Bryan could win, and I had a might. But I was still going for AJ because AJ's one of my top. Daniel Bryan's one of my top guys. But the Usos. Wow, the Usos reigned for their 6th tag team championships in their career. 6 titles in their career. And just... congratulations, because I knew they would beat McMahon's. I said it from day one-ish. Yeah, I said it from day one-ish that they would win. Since this match was announced, I've been voting for the Usos. 1. I cannot stand The Miz because he thinks he's one of the greatest wrestlers. Well, Miz, if you're listening to this, let me go ahead and tell you that I myself wrestle, and when I wrestle, I go by the name of the Mesmerizer. And when the Mesmerizer wrestles, Mesmerizer is the greatest undiscovered wrestler the earth has ever been given. And Miz, I wish that we could have a promo to show you I can cut a better promo. I can wrestle better. I can entertain the fans better. I am better at anything than the Miz. So Miz, if you're listening, the challenge is open. But Finn Balor Club took over Texas. I knew that would happen. It's only a matter of time. It's been 4 years. Finn Balor now holding the title once again. An amazing match. Heads up again. Shout out to Bobby Lashley for being a man, being a champion. Because he was a great Intercontinental Champion. Didn't defend it every week, but he did defend it. He defended it well within 30 days, and I'm really proud of him standing by that rule. So congratulations, give a hands up for Bobby Lashley. But Finn Balor, give a hands up because, give an applause because Balor Club reigned. And when it rained, it poured in a coup de grace on, well, Lashley's hype man, Leo Rush. Amazing athlete, but Balor just showed a little better that night. Balor's one of my top guys, so I was really excited to see him win. You know, the whole WWE is my top guy, woman. Man, the WWE is just amazing. Thank you, Vince McMahon, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, for all that you've did for us fans of the WWE Universe. Now, Ronda Rousey retained the Raw Women's Championship. I wasn't happy with this. Ronda was rowdy, but so was Becky Lynch. Ronda beat Ruby Riott fairly quickly. And then Becky Lynch came after Charlotte Flair had a confrontation with Ronda in the ring and beat both of them senseless with the crutch. Best of luck recovering, Charlotte and Ronda heading into your match at Wrestlemania. Those two women are going to steal the show, as always. But Becky Lynch, if she shows up again, she's going to be in serious trouble. So I don't think we'll be seeing her anytime. Please, if you're listening, WWE Universe, do not boo me. I'm just the messenger. I was just saying what officials said. Though she's going to be in big trouble if she shows up. So please don't boo the messenger. Now, Mark Henry made an appearance saying he thinks, I believe it was the Iconics, was going to win the match inside the chamber first ever. But it was a Boston Hug connection. But still good to see Mark Henry. Lacey Evans makes her presence felt, strangely. Just came out, strutted down the aisle, and walked to the back. Don't know what that was about. But moving on. Great pay-per-view. Unscripted. Right here on YouTube. You can catch me on my Facebook page also. You can email me. But let's continue going to Monday Night Raw. We saw Raw open up with The Game, the King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H. And Triple H, well, he was there to make a big announcement. That is, that NXT is the future, is now. And that's exactly what he did. And multiple rivals coming from NXT to compete on Raw and Smackdown. Well, Raw got the first wave of that with Tommaso Ciampa. I cannot stand that man. After what put Johnny Wrestling through, Candice LeRae through. How could you even speak of him? I don't know. I have to. I'm supposed to be stating facts. I hate to state that fact. He's on Monday Night Raw and Tuesday night SmackDown Live. But then we got Johnny Gargano, a big favorite of mine. My opinion, he's going down in the record books. He's going to be one of the greats. He's going to be on that high caliber level. Already is a top tier athlete. We had Aleister Black. And then we had Ricochet, the one and only. In a the headphones went a little out there. Ricochet, if you didn't hear what I refer to, Ricochet was in a tag team match with the new Intercontinental Champion. Congratulations to all the NXT men on their debut on Raw and SmackDown. But Ricochet was in a tag team match with Finn Balor against Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush, and he showed us why he is the one and only Ricochet. He did outstanding. We saw Elias fade to black. Black Mass catching Elias on the side of the head. Elias was out. And we also saw Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa defeat the Raw Tag Team Champions, who's been on a roll of late, in the Revival. The Revival lost to Ciampa and Gargano. So we saw that. So congratulations. Now, let's talk about Drew McIntyre. He made a statement. Rollins slapped the man backstage. I guess thought that was a good idea. I would have not did it. I could beat McIntyre in the ring, but I wouldn't have did it. I say I could beat McIntyre in the ring. I don't know. McIntyre is good. I would love to do that. Hey, McIntyre. Maybe one day. Dream match there. Really is. Really great competitor. But so then McIntyre makes a statement, destroys Dean Ambrose in the ring. Claymore kick, lets him get back up, Claymore kick again. It's over. He just destroyed him. Now, we saw Paul Heyman try to scale Seth Rollins with all these vignettes about Brock Lesnar, all these promos, all this advertising. Guess what, Paul Heyman? I respect you and what you have did for the business as a manager, as an advocate, but I disagree with you. Seth Rollins is walking out. Anybody will walk out a winner against Brock Lesnar. Because a lot of people are better than Brock Lesnar. That includes Seth Rollins. But Ambrose and Rollins might have a little healing going on. This is the second time here recently that we've seen these two kind of have a healing. Let's hope that happens. But we seen the top team in the Revival met top talent in NXT Gold champions. Of course, Gargano lost the NXT North American Championship this past Wednesday on NXT TV. But before then, he was still champion, and they beat the Revival, Ciampa and Gargano. So there was that. That's the debut. Baron Corbin got those hands because the first match was a tables match, and Braun Strowman slammed Corbin through a table in the corner. Now, you know what I noticed? I noticed somebody got my attention, and I'll give it to him. Lacey Evans, you have my attention. What in the world are you doing coming and strutting down to the end of the ramp by the ring and then going back up? Then this time, Heavy Machinery conducted an interview, was in the middle of an interview, and then she came out, did that, then Heavy Machinery tried, and then she just looked on. We go to commercial, so I'm not sure what's up with that, but you do got my attention. I will be watching to see what you're up to. An athlete in the ring. Sasha and Bayley celebrated. Boss and Her Connection, first ever WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. And I wish I could tell you that they had a peaceful celebration. No, they didn't. Nia Jax and Tamina came out, amazing competitors in the ring. Little egotistical, in my opinion. By that I mean a lot. Amazing competitors. But they've got a bad attitude when it comes to where they rank on shots at the titles. Honestly, Fire and Desire should have a shot. They was the second they was the second team left. They was the last team in there with Sasha and Bayley, so they should get an opportunity if we're honest. But I wouldn't mind seeing Alexa, Mickey, Riot Squad, Iconics, anyone. Just as long as Sasha and Bayley holds those titles up to the standard of what everybody's expecting, I think they'll burst those expectations, break the glass ceiling like Bayley and Sasha always do. Whole women's division, but in my opinion, Sasha and Bayley, some of the founders of the women's division. One of the only reasons there is a women's division right now. These tag titles definitely they'll help in there, but just amazing. Congratulations once again. Okay, we're gonna go to the main event. And that was Ronda tries to stop a riot, and it's not working. She got lucky in a match. Because I watched, the referee was slow to make a 3 count. I believe, personally, there was a 3 count that should have been made. If you guys watched Monday night's main event, Ruby Riott with the Riott Squad at ringside versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. Ruby was put in the armbar momentarily, just for a split second. Rolled Ronda into a almost powerbomb, into a schoolboy position. Pinfall. The ref did not count for a matter of seconds. Ruby had to yell for the ref to count. That's not what you do, so In my opinion, I think she got cheated out, then attacked the Riot Squad after the match. Okay, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan went to attack Rousey, and then she attacked them. So I guess that's technically self-defense, but I'm just not a big fan of that, because the Riot Squad is amazing. But let's move to SmackDown. NXT took over again. They were so good on Raw. SmackDown Live had to have some themselves. So we saw Eric Young was introduced to the one and only. Up close and personal, and it was a unique experience because Ricochet getting the victory against the leader of Sanity, even both other members of Sanity at ringside. So impressive on that. But shout out because you guys didn't interfere too much, Killing Dane and Alexander Wolf. You didn't really interfere too much, so I respect that. But so we look and we saw the bar backstage put down. Gargano and Ciampa, and they wasn't happy about it, and they came to break the bar. Words of Gargano and Ciampa. They went out there and they beat them. The bar too confident. I'm sorry, but you was too confident, Sheamus and Cesaro. You're one of my favorite teams. One of them. But you was too confident Tuesday night. I mean, these are amazing competitors. We saw Aleister Black go one-on-one with Andrade. Andrade again faded to black, like Elias did the night previous. Excuse me for that. But amazing match. Andrade, big favorite of mine on SmackDown Live. The men's division. Lacey Evans back at it. She did it again. I don't know what she's doing, but I know that she's got my attention. Like I said, Lacey, I've got an eye on you. I'm watching. I don't know if you're going to be in the women's title picture for Wrestlemania. You might be if you keep on doing this. But Mandy was ready for Asuka because she defeated the SmackDown Live women's champion in the middle of the ring. Or kind of the corner, you know what I mean. With the roll-up pin after faking an injury. And also with, well, Lacey Evans. But I'll tell you this. It was a good match. It was a good match. I gotta give it to Mandy Rose and Asuka. Naomi, I don't know if the Naomi and Mandy Rose storyline is over yet. If their feud's over yet. Excuse me. Maybe not. I think, though, this might continue. I think it might continue. But let's go over to McMiz looking to make Mr. Miz, the Miz's dad, proud once again, because they have a match at Fastlane for the tag team titles, SmackDown tag team titles, against the Usos. So we'll see what happens there. I'm voting Usos. Kofi is in the lane, the fast lane for a new day. Because Kofi Kingston is going to face Daniel Bryan at Fastlane for that WWE Championship. I'm still predicting, that Daniel Bryan's walking out champion, but I think it'll be a tremendously well played out match, and it'll be really good, interesting to watch. 6-man action, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, and Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, and the new Daniel Bryan. Amazing match. Amazing. Very great match. Kofi Kingston, well, he pinned Daniel Bryan, so. But it was good. It was a good match. Good promo before the match, Bryan. Really good promo. But, yeah, really great. So, now we're just going to go to a little bit of randomness, or a couple of things I need to say. So, Ember Moon could be back earlier than I thought. Ember Moon could be back for Fastlane. She could be in the Fastlane for recovery sooner than expected, a lot sooner, because they're advertising her in the commercial. Might just be coincidental, but I think she might be back for that pay-per-view. Maybe get herself a, well, I don't know if she would be in the Raw Women's Championship picture, because she's on Raw, but the whole Charlotte and Ronda, we'll see how that plays out. Anything can happen in the WWE. So unexpected. That's why I love it. Now, I would like to congratulate The Rock, Paige, and everybody involved with the whole movie, Fighting With My Family, ladies and gentlemen, in theaters everywhere today, Friday, and I'm actually recording this the night before you're going to hear it Thursday, but tomorrow, Friday, you're going to see Fighting With My Family at theaters everywhere. So, please go watch that. I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to love it. I know I will. Amazing. It's going to be awesome. Now, the fast lane is on green. The go light is on green for fast lane. And you know what that means? That means we're getting closer to WrestleMania. And that means WrestleMania starts shaping up. The Hall of Fame's nearing. NXT TakeOver is nearing. But I've got a couple ideas for some feuds that I think's happening at WrestleMania. So breaking news for this Monday Night Raw. The Roman Empire is back. One of my favorites, Roman Reigns. There's been continued prayers from my family to Reigns. If you hear this, continued prayers. Please, I hope it is good news. We want to see you better, and we want to see you back in that ring, fighting, being the big dog that I know you are. And I think this might be good news that he's on here. Talk about his status. I think it might be one step closer. And if he is back, I had a sudden feeling he'll, watching Sunday, I thought that triple powerbomb was a little suspicious, and I'm thinking Braun gets Seth's match, and Braun faces Brock at Mania for the Universal Championship. And then it's all three members of the original Shield versus Corbin, Drew, and Bobby Lashley. Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. I think that might happen. And also, I think the Balor Club leader, Finn Balor, goes one-on-one with the one and only Ricochet. Intercontinental Championship on the line. And I'm also calling it now, Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano. That feud will be at WrestleMania. If they stay together for WrestleMania, Ciampa will turn on Gargano at WrestleMania, but I think they'll get in a feud here soon. Headphone, this microphone, excuse me. This microphone messed up. I said, I think Ciampa versus Gargano will happen. If not, he'll turn at Mania. Ciampa will on Gargano, but I think they'll go ahead and do it so then them two can fight at WrestleMania. Could be a good match. But, Superstar Shake-Up, just a little reminder, the first ever international, taking place in Canada. It's happening April 15th and 16th. And that's going to be good there. It's going to be interesting. Now, I've got some info, I would say. And that info is that me, Austin Collins, the Mesmerizer, is going to WWE Live Road to WrestleMania in Greenville, South Carolina on February 24th, 2019. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com right now or WWE.com. Go to the tickets and events. I'm going and is so excited to see the Smackdown Live roster. Really excited about that. And I'll be talking about that next week about how great it was, because I know it'll be great. But I'm really excited to get out there, get all in the mix with the WWE Universe, because I'm a WWE Universe fan member myself, but to be in the arena. It's amazing. The WWE Universe. It's amazing the atmosphere that it is in WWE live event, televised, whatever it may be. As long as it's WWE, you know they are going to present and entertain. But it's going to be real great. I'm excited, but I get to go to that. Names there are going to be Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Asuka, Naomi, Carmella, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. My boys. My good brothers. My other good brother, AJ Styles. Shinsuke Nakamura. Rusev. The Usos. The Miz. Miz, if you can hear this. Can you hear this, Miz? Miz, if you can hear this. If anybody that's listening can do me a favor. Please, if you're listening, put this on Twitter. Or whatever you need to do to share. But you make sure the Miz listens to this. Miz, I'm coming to WWE Live. Greenville, South Carolina. Road to Wrestlemania. And I know you're supposed to have the main event match with AJ, but I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in my gear. Yes, the Mesmerizer has gear. And the Mesmerizer... And, okay, if the Miz can hear this, we're going to go in. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I just got a very special announcement. Here live is the Mesmerizer with the call-out promo for the Miz for Greenville. So here it is. The Miz. He thinks he is great. Well, guess what? You are not great. The Mesmerizer. Me, I am great. I am the greatest undiscovered wrestler the earth has ever been given. And guess what? I'm coming to Greenville. I'm going to be wearing my gear. I'm going to be having what it takes. And I'm going to be ready to step in the ring with you, Miz. Whether it's to battle on the microphone or throwing fists, because the Mesmerizer is always ready for the Miz. So, Miz, if you hear this, if you see this, listen to it, and you listen to it good. The Mesmerizer is ready for the Miz. And there is nothing the Miz can do about it but accept it, unless you're scared. So the challenge has been laid out, Miz. What are you going to do with it? You're going to step to the greatest undiscovered wrestler the earth has ever been given? Or are you going to be a man about it? We'll see. You know where to contact me. Look at my email. Look this up and look at my email. Get a hold of me. Do something. But I'm ready for the Miz. Oh, and thank you. And that was a very special interview with the Mesmerizer. Miz, I'm ready for you. But everybody, have a great time if you get to go to that event that's listening. Really great. Any WWE live events is great. Any events, period, by WWE. But just enjoy. If you could please just send this to the Miz, because I don't got Twitter. But if the Miz could see this and listen to it, I would like to see whether he backed this up or not. But this was real fun doing my first show. Really excited for future shows. And we will see you, or talk to you. We might see you in Greenville. If you see somebody in a Gallows and Anderson t-shirt, some tights, some boots, some elbow pads, some, I don't know. I'm going to be wearing my gear. I'm not sure what gear yet. But if you see somebody, talk to me. I'll take a picture. I don't know. But we will see everybody at the WWE live event this weekend in Greenville, South Carolina. We will talk to everybody next week and let everyone be known to have a 2 sweet week. Please go see Fighting With My Family. No, the Mesmerizer is the greatest undiscovered wrestler the earth has ever been given, and know that you will have another episode next week. Enjoy, guys. Too sweet, and I'm out.